Alright, so this video we're going to cover just like how to treat the workstations while you're working on them. Workstation means like the monitor and the computer that you're sitting at, as well as what to do with them when it's time to go for class. So here's the first thing we're going to keep in mind. This one's real simple. Just keep hands off the monitors. Monitors are set up in a way to make sure that everybody has access to both of their monitors. As soon as we start putting hands on monitors, things can get kind of out of control pretty quick in terms of like a domino effect where the next person wants to adjust theirs and the next person wants to adjust theirs. We're just going to leave hands off the monitors. If you need to adjust that monitor, raise your hand and talk to me. I'll come over and I'll help you do my best to get it set up in a way that works for you. But I don't have a ton of flexibility in how I can move those around. There's a lot of us in here, there's a lot of monitors in those spaces, and it's kind of a tight space, so in general, we kind of need to leave them where they are. But if it's really a big concern or something seems off, please talk to me. The other thing I need you to do at the end of the class period when you're packing up is to put the headphones hung up on the monitors. You kind of take those headphones and you clamp them over one of the monitors. Ideally, you clamp them over the monitor that has the box next to your knees underneath of it. So it'd be kind of like alternating. One seat will have it over left monitor, the other seat would have it over the right monitor because the boxes alternate. So kind of look down, see where the box is next to your knees, and then clamp those headphones over that box that's next to your knees on the monitor. Please leave the monitors powered on. The monitors are two different types of monitors. One of them has a power button in the corner of it. It's at the bottom corner. That's the easy one to find. The other one's a little trickier. The other one, you have to slide your finger along the bottom of the monitor and be able to press a little button that will power it on. You'll know you've hit the right button when a little orange light or a little blue light starts coming from the bottom of the monitor. So if you ever do need to turn them on, that's how you turn them on. But ideally, we don't want to have that problem because that can be tricky for the next person. So in general, when your monitors are on, just leave them on. No need to turn them off. They power off automatically to go into power save mode. If you ever see a thing on your computer that says power save mode, what that actually means is the desktop computer, the box next to your knees, that's turned off. So if you ever see entering power save mode on your monitor, you know that you need to look down to the box next to your knees and look for a little round button right at the top. And it has a little white line on it. And when you press it, that white line will light up. Now you know the computer is turned on. If you don't see that lit up white line, you know your computer is turned off. And you can press that to turn it on. That being said, we want to avoid that problem too. Ideally, every time someone sits down at a computer for the next class, their monitors are powered on and their computer is powered on. So with that in mind, in this class we log out, but we don't shut down the computers. If you shut down the computers, that can just make it a pain for the next person to sit there and boot them up. Sometimes they get stuck in what's called like a boot loop, where it's basically thinking about forever, like how to get started. If we just leave them and we just log out, we're good to go. So your next question might be, well, how do we log out? I'll show you. So what we would do is to log out, in the bottom corner of your screen at the Start menu, you'd click the Start menu, and then you look for a little icon that represents you. I put my picture on it, but you might not have your picture on it, but you would see your name. You'd click your name, and then you just hit Sign Out. If you hit Switch User, it's not the end of the world, but that doesn't really sign you out. No one's going to be able to access their stuff because your stuff will still be protected by your password, but it didn't really sign you out. Click Sign Out, and that logs you off of the computer. Your stuff is secure as it can be. Nobody can access it, and it's all ready for that next person. So please make sure to do those things when we're packing up.